Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. If you're new or coming across my channel for the very first time, my name is FaithOjone and this is an unpopular opinion. Okay, this is my personal opinion. If you're still outside the UK, you're outside, like you're planning, oh, I want to migrate to the UK, honestly telling you, do not come to the UK. In today's video, I will be diving into a topic that's been on my mind for a while now. Why the UK might not be the best destination to relocate to anyone anymore, especially if you're an immigrant. It used to be the best destination, but I don't think it is now anymore. Honestly, I've been living in the UK for a while now and it's been an incredible experience in many ways. But over the years, I've noticed some changes that have made it harder for immigrants, especially those who are looking for a fresh start. Let's talk about why the UK may no longer be the go-to destination for many of us. First thing first, I want to talk about the immigration policy, which is like the main cake. In recent years, the UK has made it increasingly difficult for immigrants to enter and stay. Whether you come to the UK to study or family visa, there are so many restrictions. Restrictions have tightened. The UK government has introduced numbers of new rules that makes it harder for people from outside the UK to settle here permanently. I'm sure those people in other countries are not rushing to go to YouTube. When you see latest immigration updates, you're not rushing to watch it because you know that you're living on borrowed time. I know a lot of people who have come to the UK here to study and to settle permanently, but they couldn't, so they had to go back to Nigeria or to go back to their home country because the UK is making it very, very difficult for people to stay back, which is why right now I don't think it's a good idea you coming to this country. I would advise you to go to a country that has a stable immigration system. It's not like the UK that every 2 AK market day they are changing immigration rules. Every 2 weeks there's a new changes to immigration rules. It's not like benefiting immigrants in any way. The complicated sponsorship requirements for work visa, the process has become a lot more challenging. And don't even get me started on the healthcare surcharge and the increasing cost for students. These changes have put a lot of pressures on immigrants who want to come here to build a life or a better life. There's nothing better anymore because it's stress. You're gonna be stressed out. I mean, the cost of living now, the next one is the cost of living. Now, this is a big one. The UK is known for its high living costs, especially in cities like London. Rent prices, I mean, grocery bills and utility costs are going up and wages are just not matching up to inflation. So for immigrants coming in, it can be very tough to even find affordable housing, let alone build a savings. I don't know, those of you who be like, how you saved so £1,000, like how do you do it? Maybe because I live in London, that's why I don't have savings. Yeah, it is difficult. If you're building savings, you will not have a social life. If you have a social life, you will not have savings. Even if you're not even having social life, some of us still do not have social life and we still do not have savings. Because everything here is paid monthly. Your rent is paid monthly, light bill, water bill, literally everything you use is paid for. There's nothing that is free. You can be like, oh, I want to use Microsoft Office. You pay for it, even if it's on your phone. Netflix has increased their bill. It's now going for, I think, £15. Everything keeps going up every month. Things are just increasing and the salary is not matching up to it. So how do you save? Most times people back home be like, oh, because pounds is big, naira is small, you have money, you guys in the UK are okay. They have no freaking idea. The reason some of us can even afford to send money back home is because naira is small and pounds is big. Trust me, if naira and pounds were the same, most of us in the UK will not be able to help you. Yes, most of us will not be able to help you. The reason some people can help you is that when they send £50, it's like around 100k, which makes it big in naira, you know, so they can afford to send you something small, and when you get it, you get something reasonable. But if naira and pounds were the same, I mean, the rates was the same, trust me, it will be hard. Anyway, you may think that moving to the UK is a step in terms of opportunities, and the reality is that unless you have a high-paying job or financially supported, you will quickly realize just how expensive everyday life can be here. And with the inflation rising, it doesn't seem like things will get better anytime soon. Another key issue here is employment. Despite the UK claim to be a land of opportunity, immigrants often face discrimination, underemployment. Many skilled skilled professionals end up in low-paying jobs that don't even match their qualification, or they struggle to even get their foot in the door. Employers are often hesitant to hire immigrants, and some job markets are oversaturated, making it incredibly competitive to even get a job and stay in the UK. This is especially true in industries where immigration policies have been more restrictive. So finding a job that pays good enough to support yourself and your family is no longer as easy as it used to be, because now you require sponsorship, and most employers are not willing to sponsor because of the cost of sponsorship, which has increased over the years. Let's not ignore the social climate. In recent years, there's been a rise in anti-immigration sentiment in the UK. This one recently happened. Do you guys remember a few months ago? This was last year. This was a few months. It's not even up to a year yet. That anti-immigrants, they were attacking an asylum center, that it grew to the point they started attacking people of color. For a week, I was literally scared. Myself and my husband were scared to go out to buy things, because you know, they were even like sharing location where they are going to be attacking. So every person of color has to be careful. It was crazy. And for the first time in my life, I was scared living in the UK. I was scared of my color. I was scared to live in the UK. Like I remember that same day when the whole attack was going on, I went outside to throw a bin and I saw a white guy, and the first thing that came to me was to run back inside. This is something that I never ever have to think of. This is nothing that I don't fear. Like I feel so safe in the UK, but for that day, for the first time in my life, I saw a white dude and I wanted to run back into my house. You know, it wasn't funny. For 2 days we were scared of going out. I was even trying to call my friend, my Greek friend, who is, you know, not my color, to help me go do grocery shopping, because we were scared of going out to get food stuff or to do anything. I didn't go to the office for a week because I was scared of leaving my house. I mean, while not everyone shared these views, the environment has become more hostile for immigrants, especially those from certain backgrounds. Discrimination still something that is very common in the UK, and it can take a toll on your mental health and the sense of belonging. The funny thing about discrimination is that these people don't even do it to your face, which is very difficult to even tell who likes you and who don't, because they are very polite and they are very good at hiding their feelings. Except you speak British, trust me, you will not know when they are discriminating against you or when they don't like you because you're a person of color, and you'll be there smiling with your enemy thinking they are your friend. Well, who am I to talk about discrimination? It's not like in Nigeria we love each other. We still have tribalisms. I mean, the tribalism in Nigeria has made our skin, I don't know about other people, but it has made my skin very tough. Like I don't even feel it. If you don't like me because I'm black, oh, that's your business. Like, I'm sorry, I can't do anything about it. Like, you know, you don't have to worry over things you have no control about. So if somebody doesn't like you because of your skin color, you have no control about it. God have created you this way. You are black. Well, not black, you are someone of color. I don't know why the whole color thing. Like, God has created me this way. I can't change my skin. I can't change myself. I can't change who I am because you don't like me. So despite the UK's history of being multicultural society, it is clear that many immigrants feel marginalized. This is not the kind of environment where many want to raise a family or build a long-term root. If you're still thinking of coming to the UK, think about it twice. So if you're thinking about relocating, what are the alternatives? Well, there are plenty of countries out there, maybe not plenty, that offers better opportunity for immigrants, both in terms of job prospects and quality of life. And countries like Canada, Australia, New Zealand, I don't know about their immigration system. I don't know their racism level, but they seem like countries that welcome immigrants, and they seem to have a stable immigration system. I don't think I see a lot of changes regarding to their visa policies, just like the UK. And I feel like once you get the opportunity to move to Australia, New Zealand, Canada, there are chances that you're not worried about being deported or worried about going back to your home country, because you know that the immigration system is fair, the policy is fair. They have more welcoming immigration policy, maybe affordable living and diversity and inclusion communities. I mean, these places not only offer easier immigration pathway, but also support immigrants to settle in and thrive, which is something the UK do not have. If you move to Canada on the PR, I know that they have like a system that helps them to settle in, understand the Canada culture. Australia and New Zealand have something like that as well, and Germany also have it. To work in Germany, they'll help you to settle in and everything. So I mean, it's not like the immigration system is straightforward and easy, but I'd rather it is difficult at the beginning, and when I get into the country it's easier than it's easier and when you get in it's difficult, because I'd rather struggle to get in. Like, I'd rather face the difficulty, and when I get in I'm settled. Living in the UK is like walking on eggshell. It's like you're not settled until you get your indefinite leave to remain, because a new policy change can just come and change your life forever, meaning you might end up going back to your country. And for those who are like, I'm not going anywhere, you end up becoming an illegal immigrant. Imagine coming to the country legally, and because of one immigration policy change you end up becoming an illegal immigrant. The funny thing is that this is not the first time the UK are doing this. They did this during the Windrush generation, and they've done it before now, where they will open a visa pathway, and when people come and they feel like they have too many people, they will now change the policy that will make people here illegal, so that it will give them the rights to deport them. And imagine selling off everything, living your life thinking that okay, you're coming here to build a future, to start afresh, only to get the shocker. You will send back, you now go back to ground zero, because when you were leaving your country you do not have the plans of coming back, so you don't have any investment or any plans of coming back. Even living in the UK, it's not like if you want to start investing back home is that easy, because once the money is coming, it's going back into the system. The country does not even make you wealthy enough because of the tax system to be able to even want to set up a life back home that in case anything happens you can easily go back to. So, do you still want to come to the UK? Wait, now don't get me wrong, the UK still has its charms, the plenty of opportunities, but the reality is that the game has changed. It's no longer the land of open doors for everyone, and that is something we need to recognize. If you are considering relocating, make sure to do your research, weigh all your options before making decisions, okay? At the end of the day, your journey should be about finding a place where you can truly thrive, where you can build your future without constantly battling against the immigration system. The UK may not be the place anymore, but there are many others that can offer a brighter and more welcoming future. So if you found this video helpful, be sure to leave a comment, subscribe, and I'd like to know your thoughts. Those of you already living in the UK, what do you think? Which advice would you give to people still considering coming into the UK? Again, this is my personal opinion. Other people might see it differently. Based on your life experience, you might see things differently. So let me know your thoughts in the comments. As those already living in the UK, if you're to give advice to people still wishing to relocate to this country, would you give them a go ahead with the whole things happening in the UK? Personally, for me, I would say no. There are better countries that you can go to. I would even at this moment advise people to go to EU countries. Even I know that the language barrier is a problem, but trust me, you would feel a lot happier, relaxed, and to be in countries like Portugal, Spain, Germany, you know, even though they're not English speaking, than to be in a country that speaks English and stresses you the hell out. Some of you will be like, oh, Australia is fine, New Zealand is fine, their visa process is complex. I like it because the immigration system does not change every UK market days. I mean, I would rather go through the stress of moving to Australia or New Zealand and get in the country and feel relaxed, because they have policies that support immigrants and not just stress us to want to leave. Because now the UK wants people, now they have more than enough people, and they are now finding ways of getting people out. A lot of people have gone back to their country because they couldn't cope anymore. A lot of people have lost their job with sponsorship, and before the 60 days elapsed, they couldn't get another sponsorship. They had to go back to their country. A lot of people has been laid off their job, made redundant, and they just felt like, you know what, it's not worth the struggle. Let me just go back. The UK is not even creating policies agency, the skilled workers that you guys are wanting desperately, you have it now, and now you're letting it go, because a lot of skilled workers are going back to their home country because of the whole sponsorships you were saying. Because if you're on sponsorship and your job made you redundant and you're not able to get another sponsorship, what do? You go back? Would you want to stay here illegal? No. So the system is just not properly done. If you want skilled workers, you should have a system that would keep them when they come, because at the end of the day, they want people out, they are also losing the skilled people that they are trying to get in. Anyway, if you're thinking or you already moved to the UK, let me know in the comment section below. Do you think you still want to come to the UK? And those already in the UK, do you think it's a good idea? Thank you so much for watching. We have come to the end of this video, and guys, I'll see you in my next video. Bye bye.